So, for today's side quest that I did, or I guess for like a life side quest that I'm doing, is getting a tattoo apprenticeship. So, you know how I've been just really into drawing and painting and shit my entire life? And I used to tattoo my friends back in college. So, pretty much, I've always wanted to learn how to properly tattoo. I've only been able to do like black and white and like more like line work than any sort of shading or just basically I don't know shit about like how to use a machine or like a tattoo machine gun. And yeah, I've always wanted to learn. So I guess this was kind of an impulsive decision, but I kind of looked up local tattoo artists and I took a risk and hit them up online and I was like, hey, like, what would it take to become an apprentice for you? I'm like, I really like your work. Show me the ropes, tell me the steps. And he pretty much was like, come by with your latest work and anything that you can't bring, take pictures. And I'm like, okay, for sure. He's pretty much like scouting me out a little. So today I went in with some of my sketches and like my portfolio on my phone. And I was like, okay, these are the things that I've done. And he was pretty much like, you're able to draw and learning how to tattoo is pretty much using like a different medium. Like instead of pencil or a paintbrush, it's a gun. And he's like, you'll get it. Like, depends on like how fast you learn and how much you want to learn and whatever. So there's like two different routes to become an apprentice. One of them is to pretty much like do a bunch of bitch work, like clean the whole shop every day and like set up everybody's tattoo areas and whatnot. And then the other one is to pay a certain amount a month where you just like purely learn. So he recommends to like just pay a certain amount a month and then just go in and draw all day, learn how to do all the machines, tattoo on fake skin. They provide all the supplies. Hell yeah, I'm so down. Yeah, let me show you guys some of like the tattoo work I've done. I don't know if y'all watch my stories on Instagram, but I pretty much talked about it and now I'm just going more in depth. But basically, I'm gonna be a tattoo artist, y'all, in like a few months. And it's something that just have been on the back burner of like what I want to do. And I don't know, just things that I really have wanted to try out and become. Yeah, so I'm also, still doing my real estate stuff. I'm working on just like incorporating myself, being affiliated with an association, and I already signed with a broker. So I've been like going back and forth and I'm working under him. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm grabbing lunch with a real estate friend who's gonna kind of like guide me through putting up my very first listing ever. I'm gonna sell my first ever house, guys. I've been honestly really good. Like, life has been treating me very fucking well. Just especially with all the support around me. It's funny because none of the things that I do are related to each other at all. It's like, hey, I like to play video games and I'm gonna be a real estate agent, and I used to be a statistician or data scientist, and now I'm gonna like do tattoo stuff. Like everything is just like all over the place. But I mean, if I have like the leisure to be able to do it all, why not? Since all my money making hustles are extremely flexible, I just want to be able to do all the things that I've always wanted to do, and becoming a tattoo artist is one of them. And I also want to be a cat breeder. I think that would be the funnest thing ever. So Milkers, she is a Scottish fold and she isn't fixed. So I want to breed Munchkin Scottish folds, like the cats with really short legs and tiny ears. So she has like the tiniest ears ever, and I feel like everybody that meets her thinks she's like the cutest cat they've ever seen. Her genes gotta pass on because she's so fucking cute. Little mini milkers everywhere. She's just straight chilling. She's also just such a sweet personality. Like, she's always cuddling. She always wants to hang out. Never scratches. Just very, very calm. Well, actually, she's not really calm, but she's not violent. And also, I'm not really allergic to her compared to most cats. So I'm usually pretty allergic to cats. So she's like somewhat hypoallergenic, and her genes must pass on, sweetheart. And cats they're so cute, and they're also low maintenance compared to dogs. They're born, trained to go to the litter box, and they can fend for themselves. They're just like vibing all the time. For dogs, I know you definitely would have to really train them unless you get an older dog. Like puppies are fucking difficult. I got her as a small kitten and she has given me pretty much no problems. Yeah, I like bunnies too. One of my college roommates had a bunny. Also, y'all, I got sponsored by a different seltzer brand called Drunk Fruit. They're amazing. Actually tastes really fucking good. Yo, Street Rider, you have a good eye. They are indeed Amazon wall panels and they look amazing. I'm obsessed with them. I know, cats grow so fast. She's like a full-grown cat now. You're a full-grown kitty. Look how long she is. She's as long as I am. So my family is from China. My dad is from Beijing and my mom is from Shanghai. And most of my family is still currently residing in China. It's been pretty hard because I haven't been able to see them since the end of 2019, but it be like that. By the way, y'all, interest rates are going up really quick, and there's going to be a 3 interest rate boosts in 2023. So the housing market is going to crash a little bit, which is good for people who want to buy, but also you can't take out loans as easily. So it's like a, difficult. But this is the best time to sell right now. Well, when I was first getting my real estate license, my dad was kind of like, yo, you know, you won't make any money unless you're the top 1% of agents. Like, get your master's, do data science, keep doing your thing. I'm like, but I don't want to. I'm unhappy there. I'm unhappy in corporate. And you're just like, I guess. So I pretty much didn't really tell them, like, as I was, like, taking classes or studying or anything. But once I got the license, I'm like, hey, I got my license. They're like, oh, okay, whatever. But yesterday when I was talking to my dad, he was talking about how all these interest rates and, like, how the government's cracking down on where funds come from when it comes to, like, purchasing houses. So there's all these people who are trying to sell their houses really quickly because they're like cracking down on it. And he's like, yo, you should go on social media and try to connect with the Chinese loop of American real estate. So I'm like, big brain thinking. He's like, yeah, go on Douyin and start talking about how like you offer your services. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can totally target a Chinese audience. I speak fluent Mandarin and I will see. So my dad is more encouraging now. Obviously, he doesn't know about my whole like becoming apprentice for a tattoo shop, but you know, if you guys are seriously interested in potentially buying a house, you should DM me or actually just email me about like your price range, what you're looking for in what area, and I can send you like different listings and stuff. And also I would connect you with a loan officer to see what you even qualify for a loan, so that they take into account like your, you know, what amount of like cash you have, your credit score, your income, and like I think they look at your tax returns. And I don't have to be a part of any of it, but they basically tell you like what amount you qualify for. And you actually do want to get qualified first before putting down an offer, because if you're not qualified, then the house is just gonna like go like that. Yo, Kitsune, what's good? Oh my god, Kitsune. So I went into a tattoo shop with like my sketching portfolio and I showed him the whale sketch and he really liked it. He was like, wait, let me see this, let me look at it, what the hell. Fun fact, y'all, Kitsune has this tattooed on his arm. Kitsune, I'm definitely gonna tattoo you. You get a free discount on any tattoo. Well, it's gonna take me a few months to really get the hang of how to tattoo properly. So right now I'm only able to tattoo like line art and just like really simple stuff that, you know, I can like draw. But I'm gonna learn shading, coloring, everything, and you know how to properly like maintain it and all the like hygienic stuff too. I'm so fucking excited, guys. I haven't been this excited about anything for a while, because the apprenticeship pretty much like all we do is draw all day, you sketch all day, you set up like tat machines and, you know, chill with clients, like watch the process, and that just sounds so fucking fun. But obviously I'm also, you know, doing my real estate grind. So real estate is like cool, but it's also a lot of just like tedious work. You have to look through a bunch of contracts, a bunch of different like listings, a bunch of, it's kind of bitch work where you're just on a computer all day and just absorbing all the information, and you have to kiss ass to a bunch of customers and, you know, describe all these houses, learn all the different architecture, learn all the different styles of homes, like how things are constructed. And like while it's fun, it's not as fun as just like drawing shit all day, you know. I just need like more balance. Maybe my career is gonna be real estate agent, tattoo artist, and then I'll like stream on the side and make YouTube content out of it, like whatever the hell. I want to be a weeb tattoo artist. So my master, so I'm an apprentice. Is it to a master? I don't know, but he does some anime tattoos, a lot of oriental stuff, like all these cool Japanese, Chinese designs. I'm like, fuck yes, I'm gonna work under you. And he's like actually such a cool person too. Like he's very like, as long as you're eager to learn, it's like, I'm gonna teach you everything, show you all the steps, blah, blah, blah. And I was kind of like asking him, oh, have you ever let go of an apprentice or like fired one, whatever. He listed scenarios where the people kind of lose interest in learning, and so he loses interest. And so basically, as long as you're hungry to get good, he will get you good. And I'm super excited for it. And he's like, yeah, I've actually been looking for an apprentice since late last year. And I was actually going to do like a post on like whether, like, and find an apprentice. So you came in at the perfect time. You DM me. I'm like, yeah, this is everything. All the stars are aligned. I feel like everything that has been happening to me have been so intentional, like not a coincidence whatsoever. Like I feel like my good karma is just shooting like crazy in consequence from, you know, like all the shit that happened late last year. Yeah, I think all the really heavy bullshit had to happen for me to kind of truly value what's important in my life, and like even the people around me. I feel like that really reset when it comes to, you know, my social, financial, and friend life overall. I'll show you guys what I used to tattoo. If you guys go on my Instagram story, I like posted a couple things that I've tattooed on people, but like I just have always wanted to officially learn from a professional and become a professional. So this is super fucking exciting. Like I've always found tattoos like so fascinating, and it's just, you know, pure art where it's different from like drawing or painting where you can like keep on fixing stuff. Like tattoos are like permanent, and just, I don't know, there's like a satisfaction out of tattooing someone and them having it permanently and always remembering you. Is it 4 years apprentice? So for apprenticeships, it depends on how fast you can learn. So it just depends on how much time you dedicate into learning and how much skills you acquire. So it's just like the faster you are at learning, the more eager you are to learn, then the faster you progress, which, you know, should apply to all classes, honestly. They shouldn't have like a set time for finals, set time for whatever the hell. So and he believes that I can pick up on things pretty quickly since I already draw and paint and everything. And he's saying that pretty much a tattoo gun is just another medium such as charcoal or whatever that you can learn. And he's like, it's easy. Well, obviously it's not gonna be easy, but to him it's easy because he's a fucking talented motherfucker. Oh yeah, it's gonna take a ton of work, but I'm for it. I just fucking love drawing and art and shit like that in general. Like it's gonna stimulate me like crazy. It's just something I really wanted to do. I feel really good about starting this tattoo thing because if everything that I ever do fails, like if all the social media stuff just gets deleted tomorrow, if housing market completely crashes, it's like I can still tattoo people. There's always gonna be people who want tattoos. For some reason, that's actually more of a steady craft than technically real estate and social media. Because social media, oh my god, my fucking TikTok got deleted at 390k, and I've been trying to contact them, and it's just been so annoying. A lot of people do get deleted like quite a few times before they reach 1 million, but I just didn't realize how frustrating it was gonna be. And also with this apprenticeship, it's gonna motivate me a lot more to draw a bunch and do designs. And when I stream, I think I'm gonna, you know, like draw at the same time and chat with y'all and show you guys the designs, and everything can be integrated into everything. You're really gonna do all that? It's like, yes, I'm really out here doing all of that. Like, I actually graduated stats and I minored in art, which is where most of my portfolio came from. I don't know if Twitch is gonna ban me for this one because it shows a drawn penis, but this is like a Michael Phelps painting that I did. Is this not auto? Oh, it is auto. There you go. Oh no! So here's like some of my portfolio. This is for a friend, and this is also for a friend who's like, yeah, I want this. And this is one of my second tattoos. He wanted a Nirvana on his leg. So this is my friend Sam. He's like, I want like artsy, like abstract DNA tattoo. I'm like, okay, bet, here you go. I don't know why I was doing this. Okay, this is like a tiger I drew. This was in 2012, I believe. And it's just with pen on paper, thick paper. And my friend's playing League in the back. This is just like, this was like a figure drawing class. The study was wrinkles, and so I just like really like went hard on the wrinkles and stuff. This is Michael Phelps. See, I don't know if Twitch is gonna ban me on this. Also, why is it bigger now? This program is trash, I swear. So this is also for my figure drawing class, and my professor showed us a bunch of examples with like what he's looking for, just like really shows a figure and whatever. And then I noticed that the only naked people were all women with like titties and vagina and stuff, and I'm like, I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna draw like a fucking penis. So this is like a little like calligraphy writing that I did. I was like practicing calligraphy with like this calligraphy pen, which is really satisfying. Your eyes. And this is a painting of my college beach. I lived in Isla Vista, went to UCSB. I love that place. This is my roommate's bunny that I drew for her. It's charcoal. So it's this bunny in a suit. This is also good, thank you. This is painted for my friend John. He was like, oh, I want like some dolphins just like jumping in with a galaxy. I'm like, okay, cool. This is like a little sketch when I was studying with an octopus with a big pen. They're like my favorite fucking creatures on the planet. I think they're so fucking fascinating. These are some pants that I sketched. Just really poor lighting. This was in like early high school or something. So this is also in high school. This is my friend's hat. He was like, these are my favorite Pokemon. I'm like, okay, bet, I'll draw them all. I used Sharpies on his hat and gave him like a custom Pokemon hat. This is Doki Doki Literature Club. This Buff Suki. And this is Snake. This is also drawn when I was like studying. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do a fucking sketch real quick. And so I was like showing them. So there's also like more things like I would paint on my friends with Sharpie, and I'll do like some detailed work when it comes to whatever the hell. And another octopus, I painted my friend's eye. Oh shit, it's not even showing that well. So I painted my friend's eye in macro. This is based off a photograph, and I really liked it. It was huge. I sold it for like, back in the day in college, like shit was cheap. I sold that for like 20 bucks or something, but it definitely took more labor. And this is like a Bob Ross thing. Oops, can't see it, but yeah, so here's part of my portfolio. This is so like fucked up, but yeah, this is more of Illustrator art, like on digital stuff. This is from World of Warcraft, I believe. Oh, this is my friend Cole that I tattooed all over. So every single tattoo on here is done by me, because he just didn't give a fuck. He's like, use me as a canvas, practice on me. I'm like, okay. He's like, I want a fox right here. I'm like, all right. He's like, I want art in kanji or Chinese in the middle. He actually lives in China right now. It's so funny. He's like, I want a bamboo stick. Like, this is what I want. I'm like, okay. I'll try. I got you. And I tattooed my friend Abigail with a little rose. It's, you know, not the cleanest that I can do, but once I learn the techniques, I think I got it. Baby Yoda, The Witcher, J. Cole. It's also for a friend. I think I sold it for like 30 bucks or something. This is just charcoal on paper. It's more of like a, what do you call it? Like an exercise. And this is also like an exercise. I'm like drinking. I'm like, I'm finishing an entire bottle of wine and drawing these fucking shapes. So this is my minor in art in college. And this is like, just like little pixel art, or what do you call it? Digital art. Little pixel art stuff that I was like basing off of my ludes, pretty much. And yeah, this is the Naruto art that I gave King Vader. And this is what I painted on, oops. This is what I gave King Vader. And this is what I painted on Heavenly's wall. So these are just like, oh my god, okay, this is Kitsune. He got the whale tattooed. Yeah. This was drawn on stream, actually. You know what would be so cool? Would be if I were to design something and also tattoo it on them in the future, y'all. I'm so excited to do that, actually. You love that picture? Yeah, so that is my portfolio. Hope y'all enjoyed it. And yeah, he approved. He's like, okay, like, seems like you already know how to do art, so you shouldn't have that much of a problem when it comes to learning how to tattoo either, because he described it as something similar as learning like a new tool to draw. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad you think my drawings are good. I'm only gonna get better, by the way. I'm only gonna get so much fucking better, because now that I actually have like a purpose and have the outlet where they provide also all the materials and shit, like I'm gonna be actively doing art a lot more. So I haven't drawn or painted for months and months and months, but imagine if I actively did it, then I think I'm gonna excel to like a crazy fucking level. So right now I would consider myself still kind of like a copy machine. Like I'm not necessarily extremely creative. Like the Will with Arms is pretty funny, but I would like to develop my own style completely when it comes to art, and that'll be, you know, big goals. And then tattoo people in my art. Yo, thank you so much.